It's that day of the week, isn't it? Where we get to finally talk.
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
Hmm?
Did you miss me?
Oh, yes, I did. I always do.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. So it was a quieter week,
Yes.
but I think we're building towards a couple of interesting things happening, right?
Yes.
I know today we're going to talk to someone that we've been waiting for a while to talk to, and we're going to talk about a lot of Chronicles. We'll circle back to who that could be in a bit. But a couple of things happened. So, first of all, book 3 is coming out by Miss Tamar. That cover,
Yes.
right? That cover. Those
Yep.
posts. I'm
What is
I'm
coming, right? I wonder, like, yeah, knowing tomorrow's writing and knowing book 1 and 2, like, I can
we're
only say that we will love third book.
Oh yeah, no, that's not even a question anymore. The question is how much emotional damage will we have in book 3?
Yeah.
Betty,
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
but do we need to wait and see, or
Well, the book itself, yes, but maybe
I
we could just corner her up and ask for more. Like, tell us everything.
so how about we challenge Tamar to come back and talk
Yes.
to us a little bit about what to expect for book 3?
Yeah. Tomorrow, Elayna.
Official challenge.
Yeah, there is only one answer, to be honest, is yes.
Obviously, there's only one right answer here. But like Tamar,
Yeah.
official challenge is out. Will you join us? We want to really dig deep into book 3, because
Yeah.
we're so aware that we need to know what's going to happen next. Just saying. Right?
Yeah. True.
Official.
Anyways,
Apart from
in
that,
the
babe,
meantime,
in the meantime, while we wait
yeah.
patiently for book 3, Heir of Decay, which in itself, right. While we wait patiently, I'm getting to know a new author, S.J. Allen. I'm reading The Secret She Keeps. I haven't finished yet because it's been a bit of an interesting week, but I'm really liking the premise. It's very cool, like humans that are experimented on and become something more. And are they the good guys? Are they not? And then, I mean, if you've lived all your life in a compound where you just go out to kill people, do you really want to go back? So,
Maybe not.
reading an interesting one. I saw her post, and for some reason I was like, huh, what? Okay. I want to get to know this. And I'm like, right. Interesting mix. I'm really liking it, but not done yet. But I'll be posting. And I know you're reading something that you've been keen on for a while, right?
Yes. Yeah. So a while back, I bought 2 books from Ella Fields. I do like her writing and her characters. I have just started one of them, Amid Cloud and Bone.
Ooh.
Clouds and Bone. And she has I love her writing, and I'm really enjoying. I think it's 60 something, 70 something percent, so I'm almost finishing it. And she has a gift. She creates the most obnoxious, awful MMCs that you just want to, like save the FMC, saying, choose another one. This guy is
Someone else.
awful. Come on, this guy is awful. He's badass. Like he's not a good person. And then he's the best.
Mhm.
We want him. So this is romantasy.
Yeah.
Like I think all her books are, not sure, but this one is Amid Clouds and Bone, as I already said. It's about there are three kingdoms, and there's some problems between them. The human kingdom, which our FMC is from, although she's a halfling, so she's half fae. Now, then we have the silly court and the unsilly court, and the human and silly court are fighting unsilly, and the unsilly are not good. So I'm really enjoying it, and it's slow burn. And you know, touch her and die. Who like yeah,
Mm. Things
I'm
we
really
don't like.
yes, and the plot, the yeah, it's I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, I'm almost finishing.
Okay.
And afterwards, we got mail today.
We did. We did. We did.
Ooh.
Wait, wait. Hi,
Yes,
Luna.
yes. Thank you, Luna. So, we read. This is a series. The series called Bound by Flame and Blood, Luna
Mhm.
Vesper, and we have read the first one.
Yeah.
We did not arc because it was already published, but we did read the first one, and now we are arcing the second one called the Fractured Flame. Sorry, the Fractured Flame. So we are very happy. We are very excited with this one. And yeah, and guys, I think it's safe to say for you to go and buy the first one,
And the
Bound by
prequel.
Flames and Blood series.
And the
Sorry.
prequel. We also love the
Yes.
prequel.
Oh yeah, we did. We did. We did. So we highly recommend this. And yeah, and
Yeah.
I
Speaking
don't
of,
know, like
yeah.
1 2 more days and I'll be
Oh,
to
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Eager to jump in. Speaking of
Yes.
underhyped authors and series, like, it's so underhyped. Luna's books were so, so good.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can dive into that one too. I'm like, it's already on my Kindle, like, waiting.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but Kelly, before that, and before my book from Ella Fields, we did read another arc.
we did, because we're lucky
Do tell
girls.
us.
We are
Yeah,
very, very lucky and very fortunate to be on Layla's, ARC team. So we
yeah.
did get some Spicily Ever After. It was so good to revisit those characters I missed them. I love Ari, I love Kai. I still love Kai the best, sorry. Well, kind of. I'm a bit torn now with Ari, I don't know why. And Verduna, I love them all, okay?
Yeah.
I wanna be her. I wanna have my knights in Magnar. Just saying.
Same,
That's
and
all.
then you know that I'm not a big fan of the white shoes reverse Aram
Oh, but give them
thing,
all
but
to me.
yeah,
Honey, they make it work.
yeah,
I did love that book. It was
yeah,
like coming back, to a warm place that we've already met. We know that they're all
yeah,
together,
and the
but that the
dynamic.
domesticity of life that they have, right? It's so
Yeah, 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 yeah,
nice and cozy, but at the same time, spicy,
yeah.
spicy.
It has room for everything, and
Yeah.
yes, Kalyan is a very lucky girl,
Yes, she
and
is.
yeah, and it was great to revisit them, and yeah. So
And now we're
we
waiting
were
for
very.
more from Layla. As soon as Layla puts something out, we'll be there because,
Oh,
well,
oh yeah, that's
Layla.
we will stop everything.
Yeah.
We will stop everything.
But mind you, I don't know if you pre-ordered Spicely After on Kindle, because if you did, you paid like a very low price, which will,
Yeah.
once it's actually out, it will change. So,
Oh,
if
okay.
you're
So
interested, guys,
guys,
pre-order
yep,
because once
yep,
it's out, the price will change. But
yep.
it's very, very good. I loved it. It's so warm and cozy.
Yeah, I already did my review on Goodreads, as you know,
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
started with. I think this is a treat from Layla because I
Yeah,
sure thought it was like it felt like that. Like, oh, thank you.
yeah.
This is the book that you didn't know that you need, but you did. So
Always need
yeah,
more of these characters, right? It's like I know the story is closed, but at the same time, it's like
we don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to
ah,
to say goodbye to them.
no,
Basically, yeah,
not at
yeah,
all. I love them
yeah,
all, and I love going back to their lives and the
yeah,
kid and everything. It's like, okay,
yes,
so what happens then? And then, because they're so cute,
yeah,
they're so nice. I love them.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, maybe we can start a trend like hashtag please more, give us some more.
hey, doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah, why not? Like, yeah, maybe it work. Maybe it
Maybe it
will work.
works. You never know.
We never know.
But we do
But
know that Lila is a busy, busy girl. She has a lot of books to come out this year,
yeah,
which
true.
we will
Yeah.
be wanting to read all.
Of course, I can't wait to read about course. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to go back to course. And then she's giving us two Christmas little novellas for us to have some fun.
Oh yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
so cool. And I don't know if you've seen, but she's been changing the her books, like the covers and everything.
Hmm.
So she's been I already loved Phantom, but I'm even more in love with Phantom and I want another Scully with little hearts. I love
Okay.
it. I just love him. He's like
Yeah.
the cutest ever. So, but the
That one
Clank
I'm.
also has a new cover, by the way.
Yeah,
Clank.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it yes. Well, the Phantom I have it on my Kindle. I haven't read it.
Phantom.
But I definitely need to. Maybe after the arc
Yep.
from Luna, I will dig into
I
her book.
totally love Phantom. He's
Yeah.
so unhinged, but he's
Is it?
super fun.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
Yep. He's super fun.
Good
But
to know.
yeah, so interesting times. We also have our friends writing stuff. I mean, I've seen Miss Mira saying she's writing her second book. Hmm.
Oh,
Mm. She's also busy in Barcelona. Busy in
yes.
Barcelona. And Lou has also been kind of posting a little bit about her second book as well. The second one in her series. Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we have a lot to come, right? Like, yeah.
It's like, and honestly, from the posts Lou's been making, this book is promising.
I
Everything seems
saw
a bit
it.
darker than the first one, right?
Yeah.
Even the soundtrack she's using is a bit more gritty. So I'm like, okay, you have my attention, ma'am. Mm,
Yeah.
where? So,
Yeah. True. True. So now
mm,
we wait.
we need to keep our eyes out on the
Hopefully not
girls.
for long.
That's okay. We'll be keeping our eyes. We'll be DMing them because we never do, ever. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, to be honest. I'm
Yes.
I'm I'm really hyped for this year. But there is one more arc, Betty, that we have kind of clicked the button again. So, hi, Lexi. Hi.
Oh, yeah.
It's us again.
It's that
I
that
really
time of the year.
It's that time. You released an arc, so guess what? we obviously submitted our application to ARC for you because I loved Pretty Vicious, like, loved it. And apparently, there's a prequel coming out before we get the second book in this series, which is like Pretty Ruthless. And I'm like, are we going to the backstory in this order? Because I'm like so curious. So, Lexi, again, and I know we do this like every time you put an arc out, but just as a reminder, we click the button, we submit it. Can we please read? Thank you. Just
This is a reminder
that we love her books.
for you for you to know, Lexi, that we love you.
We do. We do. It's
So,
been,
and every time we ask for an arc, I
yeah,
want the authors to know that this is our love language.
that's true.
So
That's true.
it is.
That's actually true. It's like, can I play with you? It's like kids all over again. Can I play with you? I like the
Yeah.
way you play. Can I play with
So yeah, so mind that that's the
you? Yeah.
reason we are showing you our love and respect, and we want to hear what you have to offer or read what you have to offer.
Yes. Read we do. Read we
Yes,
do.
yes, yes, yes.
But yeah, so I did kind of applied for that one. And there is also Miss Essel Kuntz. So the fourth book, right? The fourth book, Darren's story. I'm refreshing the site to see when it's available for me to request the arc. I'm not even kidding. It's been like every day I go in. No, not available yet. Not available yet. So I'm super,
Mm,
super curious about this book. Um,
okay.
I'm like, I need to know. Third book is going to be released. We've arced. It's Dark Story. It's the bassist. Um, it was a very interesting story. I won't go into spoilers because buy the book, read the book. Because I'll be doing that as well. I'll be clicking that button on Amazon as soon as it's available.
Yeah.
Um, but you do have a sense that things are not that easy at the moment in the band. So I'm very curious how that kind of, you know,
Hmm.
goes about on the fourth book. So I have kind of, I'm like, refresh, refresh, when is this available? Just,
Yeah.
no pressure. And by the way, Estelle Kuntz, Stephanie loves, we need to talk again because there's been, last time we talked, we were kind of wrapping up Connor. We had read already the first book, the second book. So, true to form, it's time that we talk because we've already read Dark Story and hopefully Darren will be out in a while for us to arc. So we need to do a series wrap up, I guess. Just saying, you know, leaving that out because it's been a hell of a ride with these books. So I really want to talk to Stephanie again and kind of, wrap up the whole story. It's going to be fun.
And it was so nice last time
She's
she
so
she
cool.
she was. So yeah, it's time. It's
Yeah.
time to have her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always good to get our friends back. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
True. True.
But yes, so we need to kind of keep an eye on our friends, what they're doing, what they're writing. Hi, Maria. Maria Karanastasi. I know you're writing. Let us know if you need anything from us. Just saying. And Maria Ray is also writing the third book, which means she'll have to make decisions on the twins. Again, I
So
wrote,
our ladies have been very busy, which we love.
they have, they have.
And
And,
I have a visitor.
oh, hi.
Yeah. Say
Hi
hi,
there.
Sally. Yeah, she's
No,
just
Sally don't care. They're like, "Pfft, I love yeah, that's true. But yes,
I've
our
learned not
friends
to
have
fight
been
it.
very busy, and we're happy to be there for them, to talk to them. We are extremely
Yes,
privileged to actually have that option.
true.
But yeah, but I did
Right.
see the Randall post about the second book that we talked about, and I was like, "Oh, someone's cheeky. Someone's been holding out," which is awesome because she's amazing, so,
Yeah, she
you know.
is. She is.
She's so cute.
We're blessed. We are surrounded by amazing authors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so DM Randall released the name of the second book.
Okay.
So I'm very curious. Super curious. Oh my god, it's gonna be so quick. She's getting there. That's all I have to say.
That's
And
good.
we'll be here to talk again and call her back. Just saying. We might need to talk.
Cheering will be the cheerleaders.
We love being cheerleaders for our friends, right?
Yeah,
Like
we do. We do. That's why we created the page, the channel. Yeah.
everything. Well, we had a lot of fun doing it.
Yes. Yes, we
So,
do. We do. Don't we,
uh,
Sally? Yeah, she's
Ellie
saying
loves
yeah.
it. She loves it because that means more boxes from Amazon for her to play with. Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
and she has a main character syndrome, so she can always appear on the recording. So yeah,
Yeah, like are you
she's enjoying
talking
her
about
life,
me? Of course you're talking about me. I am
ob-
the best.
obviously. She
Yeah.
enjoys her life.
And anyways,
Anywho,
today we'll
uh-huh.
be talking to someone that has lots of chronicles.
Chronicles.
We have read all of them. And we to be honest, I think for me, and she's the queen of romantasy for me. Like she has introduced me to into the vampire and elves and fays and that kind of world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm very pleased with our guest today. And yeah,
So many chronicles, so many giving, so many.
yes,
I think we're Ethan mirrored.
yeah, we are going to bond today
And
because
choosing to bond.
exactly, yes, because we have today the amazing Elayna R. Gallea. Let's
Let's
give
go.
her our welcome.
All right. And hello, Elena. It's a pleasure to finally have you in our podcast.
Yes.
We've been following you for a while. We finally got the guts to, to ask you to join. Took us a little
Yeah.
bit of time to gather that courage, but we finally did it. So thank you very much for accepting our invite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
Great.
We
It's
might have a couple of questions because we might have read a couple of books that you put out, just a couple, maybe
all of them.
all of them. Details, details. But kind of to start off in a more generalistic sense is like, what drew you to this type of book, to this type of writing, right? I mean, in the romantasy genre. And where did that voice develop, right?
Yeah, that's such a good question. I think that I've been a reader for like ever, which I think is something that a lot of authors say. And when I first got back into reading when my son was born, um, romantasy just like naturally drew me in because it was so fun to read. It had like a lot of different aspects of things that I enjoyed, and I also really loved, like, the payoff of, like, getting to live in a new world and see all, like, the world building, but then you also get, like, that happily ever after at the end. So it's really, like, the best of both worlds.
For
Yeah.
sure. We
True.
do enjoy a nice happily ever after, even if we do need through some pain sometimes to get there.
Mhm.
We do enjoy
Yeah.
it.
True. True. And when you started any of your chronicles, did you already envision it as a series or did it grow organically?
I never really saw myself as like someone who could write a lot of standalones because I love like in a big plot, and so I knew it would be really hard to fit that into a smaller book. And so as soon as I started writing, I could sort of see like, oh, this is going to like this feels like it's going to be like 3 books, or it feels like it's going to be like 5 books. And so it just kind of has that sort of feeling. With the Choosing Chronicles, it's a series of 6 books, but they're each little duologies. And because the world is more modern, they almost mimic sort of like that contemporary romance feeling, but set in a fantasy world. So it made sense for them to be like smaller stories because of where they're put.
Yeah, yeah, it makes yeah.
I I
Your
have here
wife has arrived.
like, my wife has arrived. I was like, "Yeah."
My wife has arrived. I'm like, I must say something like I have a very bad habit when I'm reading and I'm like very curious. I sometimes I go to the end of the book because I really
Mhm.
want to know how it's going to end. And and I was reading like the last part, and I was like, oh, and I would say, Kelly, like it's you have to go
But
see. There is a scene. It says so much. Yeah, my wife has arrived. Like, loved it. Definitely
I
loved
have
it.
I have a special love for Brindley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's fantastic.
Yes.
She gets such like a great arc in her own story, but then also like in Riker in River and Nick's story too, we get to see sort of like Brinley and Riker
Yeah.
later on in life, and she gets to sort of like grow into this like big sister role, and I think she really flourishes in that too. So it's always fun to like see what a character would look like after the events that they've lived through as well.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I still have this conspiracy theory that I'll ask because I made sure to have certain people with the same last name.
Yeah.
I was like, Jelisette Estrella. I'm still like, where does this lead? Why do they have the same last name? I've been hounding Betty on this, like,
We need to
why?
know.
So these are like Easter eggs, but if you remember Estrella in the Binding Chronicles, she was not like exactly the most wonderful vampire. And so it would track that later on
Mhm.
her progeny would also like not be amazing.
No.
So that was definitely an Easter egg that I left in there, something that was like, oh, if you pick this up, then you can see sort of what
Yeah.
might happen later on down the road as well.
Yeah.
I'm still
Well,
hoping for, like, maybe a bit more of the Lapua in the future because I'm like, I love oh, Jessilette is so mean. I love her. I
Yeah,
was
she was really awful.
oof,
yeah. Yeah. She
but in
was.
a
Yeah.
very refined way. Like,
Mhm.
love, love her.
Yeah. And I definitely love the way that you cross over books. Talking about
Mhm.
the binding and the Ethan Muir.
Yeah,
I haven't. To be honest, I didn't read as you advised. I
that's
we
okay.
read. Yeah, we read the binding, and then we write. We read the Ethan Muir.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it was great to see some characters coming back to Ethan Muir.
Mhm.
Loved it. How is it? Like, I'm assuming that it was planned. How did you come up? Like, let's do two series and
Yeah.
we'll meet them together. How
So
did you?
I started writing. I wrote A Birth in Flame first, and I was writing book 2 of A Thin Mirror of Wings and Briars, and that world is really dark. I would say that it is to date probably like the darkest world that I have written, and so I needed a little bit of a break. And while I was in Of Wings and Briars, I sort of had the inkling of like, well, what if there was this Northern Kingdom? Like that's where the vampires were. And if you read OWAB, you can see sort of like that Ileana is learning about the vampires existing there too. Um, so that sort of like got my brain thinking about it. And then I actually wrote Tethered and Avash and Ivy at the same time. And the reason for that is because the earthquake in Tethered, when they're in the cave, that's caused by Ileana. And so when she has like that moment of like
Mm,
utter despair in the
yeah.
middle of this series, which is also happens to be in the middle of Avash and Ivy.
Hmm.
It's a ripple that's felt through the entire kingdom. So I had to make sure that like everything timeline wise
Yeah.
lined up with that. And then I wrote basically tormented, and then of thistles and talons and treasured at the same time. And then again, I went and I wrote of shale and smoke after knowing that there was going to be like this bigger picture situation in it.
Great.
I still love your question on tethered. What could be worse than an arranged marriage to a prince? His mom.
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
mom.
she's like a piece of work for sure. For sure.
Yes.
That's like the answer to this is his mom. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
she's
win.
not great.
No, but
No,
she's fun though.
but
She's fun.
Mhm.
he's just a great husband. Just I love him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. But it's one of those ones. But his mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely like the warning piece of it all for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun. I did love her. I always love the villains. I always have fun with the villains. It's like, ooh, she's so bad. I love it.
Yeah, I do really enjoy writing the villains. Bringing in the villain POVs is one
Yes.
of my favorite parts because I think that it's so important to like get a view. It's really important for me for a villain not just to be like evil for the sake of giving for there to be a bad guy in the story. I think that a villain, like a really strong villain, is someone who has like believable motives. And the
Yeah.
queen, although she is like at this point like is really awful, when you like look back at the root of what happened to her, it makes sense of like how she got to this point. And I
Yeah.
think that that's so important, like to be able to say, oh, I understand, and there is a world in which this could happen. It always makes it easier as a reader to connect to these people and to see sort of what happened. And the same thing with a Thin Mirror. When I was writing those final books, it was really important for me and for the reader to be like, okay, well, there is an obvious villain here, but there is so much that happened, and there's a reason that like in the end of book 5 we don't just like end up with a death that like ruins
Yeah.
everything, because I
Yeah.
think that the logistics behind everything that happened, it was so something that so many people can relate to. And so it was really important to me to be like, this is not like this is a totally understandable thing that could happen.
Yeah.
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 Villains are not born, they're made, right? So
Mhm.
there's a reason behind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Now we've seen that there are some new editions of the
Mhm.
Binding Chronicles,
Yeah.
but with a little bit more something something.
Mhm.
Um, why did you decide to expand those elements, right? I mean, we're
Yeah.
curious.
So when I was approached about the Binding Chronicles, I was asked if adding spice to them would be something that I was willing to do. And the Choosing Chronicles and the Giving Chronicles as well, which are like my current works, are that new adult. I would say like I always tell people I never call them spicy books because I don't think that's what they are. I think they're like fantasy romance books with spice. Um, and I basically agreed and I said that I would be willing to like pull the Binding Chronicles up to match those parts of my catalog because it made sense. That's what I'm writing in right now. And I had already sort of been playing with the idea of doing that. So it was just more like, okay, well, if you ask me, then I will do it because I had already considered doing it. That
If you're
doesn't mean that I won't write YA in the future, but I do think that it will be something that I'll have to consider. It's certainly not something that I have on my plate for the next couple years.
so Betty, that means we need to get the new versions because
Yeah.
now you're like
Unfortunately, Elayna, we still need to wait for the pre-order because here in Portugal we can't
exactly.
pre-order now.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'll
Yeah.
have to check up on that and see what's
Okay.
happening.
So
That's
we have been like, like refreshing luck and we not pre-order now because we need that. We want
we'll be
Mhm.
clicking buttons. That's all I have to say. Is like
yes. Yes. We have
because
to
now it's like, well, how does that
Yeah. We
curious.
already love the couple. Now we will love them more.
Yeah, so like the plot hasn't changed in the Binding Chronicles, but we did like go in and polish it up a little bit and added things like it's still a slow burn, which I always think is something important to note. Like I feel like we haven't really changed that from the original books, and that's also important for
Yeah.
Sebastian and Luna's characters as well.
Yeah,
Like I just think that that really makes sense for
yeah.
them. But I do think that it lines up with like where my books are currently.
Okay. Noted. Ready?
Yep.
Noted. We'll need
And
to
and
work on that.
yeah, definitely. And were there any scenes that you were specially excited or nervous to revisit or deepen when you were
I had so much fun going back into Tethered because it had been so long since I last visited it and wrote it.
yeah.
I really loved getting to revisit Sebastian and Luna's argument in the library and when he like takes her out flying and she wasn't expecting that. And then we added a scene after the cave in where there's a shower and I thought that was probably one of my favorite additions that we've put into the new version.
Okay, let me just check on Amazon. Just curious.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
already hot in itself, so
Think we will have to wait a little bit longer, Kelly, but yeah. It's going to be released on October, right?
September 8th.
September. Oh,
September.
September.
Mhm.
Okay.
Betty,
So
write it down, babe. Write it down.
yeah. We probably pre-order in like in
September.
August or something. Yeah. So
I'm
yeah.
just taking notes. I don't know.
We need to we need to
September
be
8th.
aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
September 8th, henceforward, Gallea Day. Okay. Noted. So that I know when to. Yep. That's okay. That's okay.
Can we
All right.
move to another chronicle? Can we move to the choosing chronicles that we already
Yeah.
talked a little bit, but
Yes. Very
yeah, you have like the fourth book is going to be released. We
Yeah.
are the fourth book. Thank you so much.
Was that the
You're
one that you
welcome.
did the happy dance, Betty? You actually did a happy
Okay,
dance. You asked for
I
that
did the
happy dance. She did it. We
I
delivered.
love that.
And the only reason we didn't arc the other ones was because when you released them, we didn't have this channel and
Mhm.
have the page.
Yet.
Otherwise, we would be asking for the arc. So the fourth book we arced. Amazing,
Mhm.
guys! You really need to read
Mhm.
1, 2, and 3, and now the
Mhm.
fourth. Although, as
Crazy.
Elayna was saying, they are duets within the series. What
Mhm.
can you tell us? What can we expect from book 5 and 6?
Yeah. So
With spoilers.
in book one, we're introduced to this character, Valentina, and she has like these mean girl vibes to
Uh-huh.
her.
Mhm.
And she's had like a lot happen in her life. And for our FMC, especially in book one, like she and this is not her fault, it is purely like she saw only like one side of this woman who was like super hurt and then lashing out at the world and being like not a good person, not a great friend. But when you um then like move forward into this story, you kind of get to see these like little glimpses into Vale's life and see like okay, maybe like there's a reason for her being like this. And in the end of the second book, she has like a really tragic thing that happens to her.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a turning point in her life. When I wrote book two and then going forward, I always knew that she was going to be the FMC for books 5 and 6.
Oh,
As
okay.
soon as a certain thing happened, I knew that this was like sort of where we were going to go with this. It's really important for me to have a strong woman in all my books, I think that that's a theme that you can find is that there's like strong women and there's different variations of strength, like different kinds of strength. Not everyone is like physically strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vale has like survived a lot, and you learn through like sort of what's happened. She has like not a great mother. This is also another theme. And she's been raised in like this environment very hands off. Like, so when you get to her, you can just sort of see these glimpses of what happened. Um, she's been sort of this background character, but she's going to be stepping up to the stage. And in these books 5 and 6, this is going to be a marriage of convenience story. And this is really where the background arc of the first 4 books, where we have rebels in this republic, this is really going to come to a head.
Mhm.
It's always been important for me in the Republic of Balance to show that like there is no good guy here.
Mm.
There is no one that is perfect in the way that it is. And I think that out of all of the worlds that I currently have written, the Republic of Balance like most appropriately mirrors the world that we live in right now. There is no one system that is perfect. And so there are people who are trying to change the system, but they are doing it in a way that is like really destructive and dangerous and hurtful. And then there are people who are like, do not want the system changed because they are
Yeah.
gaining from it,
Mm.
benefiting from it. So having Vale as the FMC in the position that she's going to be in book 5 and 6 is going to give us that chance to like see how this could be changed and sort of like what can be done in this kind of situation. And her MMC Atlas, I think he's been like super mysterious and really fun. He kind of like grows through this series. And he's had like these little cameos. He pops up here and there, has like some really fun things to say, but he's been sort of like in the background more. And I'm really excited to give him a chance to be here as well. And something that not a lot of people know, but was like hinted at in book 3 when River met Vale, is that she was buying a children's book, and that's because she has a child from that
Mhm.
the end of that second book. So she has a lot that has happened, and so there's a lot of complexity that is going to be in these last 2 books.
There's a lot of growth between the Valentina we know at the beginning of book
Yeah,
1, right, to this. That's a lot of growth because the initial
yeah.
Valentina,
Well, and
yeah,
there's a lot of time that went
yeah,
between the books too. So there were 18 months that happened after the reunion going into book 3 for River and Nick's book, and then we had even more time pass. And so she's had a couple of years. There have been like more things that have happened.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um and life has taken a toll on her, but that's not necessarily always a bad thing. Sometimes it can
Yeah.
yeah,
help you change.
Yeah.
true.
True.
I'm even more curious, and I wanna go back and read book 1 and 2 because I just remember all of those things when they're, like, talking, and I'm like, "So mean, so good." All of those moments, those catty moments are so good.
And
Yeah.
strategy brings strategy to, yeah,
Yeah,
loved it. Yeah.
very fun. Hmm, Betty.
So we are uh um like, so you have like you have been writing a lot, so I don't think that you are like, I don't remember when it was released, the Choosing Chronicles, but was there any challenge in returning to this series after you working on other? Because from what I understand, you are working on the Given and on the Choosing. So is there any
Yeah.
challenge on doing that?
So my process is that I almost always have 2 series on the go at the same time. And so I write like one book in one series, and then I write the next book in the other series. And the reason for that is because it gives my brain a chance to like think about what's happening, sort of like process everything, but also I don't want to get stuck in like
Mm.
one genre for too long. So one thing is that whenever I'm like writing these books in different series, they're never in like the same genre of romantasy. So if I'm writing in the Choosing Chronicles, which is modern, and then like the Giving Chronicles, it's very epic. So they're very different writing experiences too, because the worlds themselves,
Yeah.
they're so different. Um, A Game of Love and Betrayal came out in March of 2024, I believe. And I had finished writing definitely of Thistles and Talons, and maybe even of Shale and Smoke at that point. So I had known, and Tethered, Tormented, and Treasured were done. So I had known that I wanted to stay in this world, but I was also, I couldn't see myself writing anymore in a Thin Mirror, because it's too personal to me, and it feels like I don't want to go through that. So I'm not going to. It's a very emotional series, and I think that the way that it ended, um, that was sort of the end of that chapter in that book for me, that series. And so I knew that I didn't want to write anymore in that. And I had an idea for Troubled, but it wasn't there yet. So I thought, well, what if I like move us into the future? And it was really exciting for me to get to explore like what would this world look like
Yeah.
with this backbone of everything that I built, but then like throwing it into modernity. How would the people react? Like what kind of government would there be? And so being able to like take what I had already written, but then like move it ahead, that was a really fun challenge. And it does feel like a different series. It's still like, and it is, but also uh, mentally, it's easier, I think, to write in because it is so like reflexive of the world that we live in today. Um, so that's almost why the books are like consistently like 110,000 words in the Choosing Chronicles, because you don't need as much world building for a modern romantasy as opposed to like something that's epic, and there's so much more that you need to build into it.
And then we
Yeah,
have the giving.
and on the topic of the world building,
Hmm.
so your worlds feel immersive. So what is the process for the world building before you begin writing? Because yeah,
Yeah, sometimes these like little bits and pieces come to me. It does vary. It varies depending on the book. For Of Earth and Flame, which is where like the four kingdoms and then the Choosing Chronicles all came from, I built the world while I was writing Of Earth and Flame. I just sort of started writing that book. I didn't know what it was going to be. I just um put everything in it that I wanted to happen in that world. And so it was so fun to be able to do that. For the Giving Chronicles, I knew that there would be a mark. Um, and so then I sort of built the world around a system that would simultaneously like revere people with these marks, but then also be built online. So I would say that I built this world around the givings and what was happening with that. My next world is built. I would say that I've done the most like pre-writing world building for this world that I have, and that is because I'm trying to like place it. My next series is post-apocalyptic, and it's set here on Earth, but it is very much a romantasy. Um, and so there are like just these things that I'm pulling from everything around us and building into place and being like, well, if this is what's happening, this needs to be something that I'm aware of as well. So I think it depends for each series. It changes a little bit.
I'm so curious with that one. I saw this.
So this next series, this 2027 series, the series name is The Marriage Games. And it's a post-apocalyptic vampire romantasy. And sort of like the one line pitch is that it's Fallout meets the Hunger Games, but with vampires.
So I'm in for 3. Where do I I'm just
I'm going to be sharing more information about it soon. I need to finish writing the 3rd book in the Given Chronicles because it's there's so much in carrying like the mental load of the end of a series. But I have like all these little notes, and this is my next book that I'm writing. So I'm going to write book 1 of the Marriage Games, and then I will go ahead and write book 5 of the Choosy Chronicles, the first part of Atlas and Vale's duet, because just like how there's a lot to carry mentally for the Giving Chronicles, there's a lot for the end of like a 6-book series. Like it is 2 books, but all of these duets in my head, like they all sort of have like one little piece. So like this is the end if you think about like how that all has to come together. So it's all just like these little pieces that are moving around.
So we usually do this to every guest, and I'm sorry, it's your turn. I am formally requesting to be ARC reader for any and all books. Yes, please, ma'am. Thank you. I'm sorry. We always do this, and as Betty always says, it's us showing our love. But it's like, can we please be part of the ARC team? Books, as you might have noticed.
That means so much to me.
Hunger Games with vampires. Oh God.
And Fallout, which means
yeah,
right, everything gone.
Yeah, so it's really dark. This world is darker than anything that I've written before. It's gritty. It's 100% adult. And it's kind of like The Hunger Games meets like sort of The Bachelor, but if you don't get a rose, then you are not going to survive. So there's lots of like there's lots of different pieces. The female main character is really like layered. She has a lot that's going on, and so I'm really excited to share more about this story because I think that it's going to hit well, especially considering like everything else that is happening in the world right now.
Just know again, I foresee DMs asking about the book and probably sharing reactions when we get to read your books again, because, well, that's kind of that's what happens when we start talking more often to people. Yes, we don't let go. Just, just letting you know what you've signed up for. When I need to make a form and just put there in little tiny print what they're signing up for.
Excellent. There's no way out of this. We are now official.
We're not officially our BFFs, whether you want to or not. Details. All right. All right, Betty. Go forth. I know you have a couple more questions on this.
I do. And I still want to talk about the Given Chronicles. But before that, I'm very curious. From all the characters, from all of your books, which are a lot and so juicy, so amazing, which character surprised you the most while writing them?
Oh, that's such a good question. I think that out of all of the characters, the one who often just had me like wondering what was happening and sort of like maybe where things were going, it would have to be Elayna. And I think that just the way that sometimes like she reacted to things or that things happened took me by surprise. And I was really excited to see where things would end up and where things went. And I think that the character growth in a thin mirror, but also like the way that everything sort of like full circles from
Yeah.
that very beginning where um we have like escaping the tower and leaving like on her wedding day to when we get to the end and we get to end with like a very different happily ever after that I think she rebelled against for so long. It was really exciting and beautiful to see sort of
Yeah.
um that growth in there too.
They're going to the giving because I know, Giving Chronicles. Mm.
So the Giving Chronicles, there's so much happening in this world.
I love that moment of
I feel like out of all of the characters that I have written, marriage is like perhaps the furthest from Ren's mind specifically,
Yeah.
because she's so focused on surviving this like
Yeah.
barrage of awful things that keep happening to her. Um, Maybe like her and I don't think that River it has really been considering that either because she's so like for very different reasons. I think that River and Ren in a lot of ways like mirror each other with their callings in life. Um they're broken in very different ways. So River's brokenness I think has like really made it something that she hasn't considered. And I think that if they never get married, then that will be fine for their situation.
Yeah.
Um for Ren and Gabe, I think that they will have to see what happens maybe like throughout the rest of the
Mhm.
series.
Mm. Yes.
We were also arc for the second one, Hunted.
hmm
But it's not out yet.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's coming out in 2 months. Which I'm very excited about.
So
Yeah.
it's like, remember, Betty, it's one of those moments of, no
Oh,
spoilers.
yeah, yeah, yeah. True.
We try
Yeah.
very hard.
And so, but what can I say is, guys, go buy this one.
Get
So
ready.
yeah, get ready. So this one you can already buy and read and prepare for Ren and Gabriel. So yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that Given, I have been telling people like Given is all about the chase, and Hunted is a love letter to yearning. That's what it became like very much. From very early on, as soon as I started writing, that's what it was. I would say that if I had to categorize book three, so we have like the chase and then a love letter to yearning. And I think that the third book, this is really like a fight for a future. And
Mm.
so it's like trying to see like is there even a path out of this darkness like with everything that's happening the next giving season is looming. I think that's really like important because one thing about Given is that since the giving season is like set in the fall,
Yeah.
the timing of these books is like really important. So Given takes place over the course of like a few weeks. Hunted takes place over like 5.5 months. So we start at the beginning of winter and then we end in the middle end ish of spring. And so when we pick back up, we're in the summer and the next giving season with everything that that entails is
Yeah.
quickly approaching. And so I think there is this impending sense of dread that sort of exists from like the first page and sort of this like we know that this is coming and what are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Loved it. Loved it.
So many future plans. So much fun. Is all I have to say. I'm
Yes.
gonna have a lot of fun.
Definitely. Yes.
Betty, should we do some rapid fire?
Yes. Kelly,
I know you love
please.
a good rapid fire. You're always like,
I love that. Yeah. Please
all
do.
right. In that case, Elayna, rapid fire.
Mhm.
Favorite character you've written so far?
It's gonna be Ren. I love that she hates what's happening to her. And I think that her like realness of that this fucking sucks. Like she's so legitimately just like over it. And I
Yeah.
think that that really endears her to me because I think that she reacts to this kind of stuff probably like how I would react to it, which is that I cannot believe that this keeps happening. And that's totally fair.
All right.
This is the first
There we
step.
go. Details. I don't. These authors nowadays give us such fun stuff. Okay. Favorite trope: enemies to lovers or friends to lovers?
Absolutely enemies to lovers. I just love the tension and
Mhm.
the banter that can come from that.
Agreed. I don't know why. Magic system or romance tension? Which one do you enjoy writing the most?
Probably romantic tension. I just love it when, like, there is this moment of, like, "Oh, I'm feeling something, but I shouldn't be feeling it," and, like, this push and pull.
That just reminds me of Braylon. Details.
Yes.
I should feel you, but um, mm,
Yeah.
okay. Coffee or tea while writing?
Coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoon.
Okay. Plot twist or emotional scene?
Always a plot twist.
Don't we know it? Favorite fictional world, but not your own.
Oh, okay, this is a really good question. So I recently read Stormbreaker by Nisha J.
Mhm.
Tooley, and I love the like post-apocalyptic dystopian world that she wrote there, and so I think that that is my like current
Okay.
favorite fictional world that is not mine.
Okay. Okay. One word to describe the Giving Chronicles.
Oh, dark.
Fair. Writing at night or in the morning?
Always in the morning. I rarely write at night, so I usually start at like
Early.
when my kids go to school and I try to get my writing done before they get home.
Okay. Paperback, hardcover, or ebook?
If I'm reading, I prefer an ebook because I can take it around more places with me. Between paperback and hardcover, I really love a floppy paperback.
Okay. Okay. A song that matches your latest book's vibe.
This is such a good question. So there is a song for my latest book, I'm going to say that it's A Tempest of Wind and Fate, and there's a song by Jax, and it's about a father, and I think that that really spoke to me. It's called Like My Father, and um, it just always makes me think of River, and I think that it would be River's song if it existed in their world.
Okay. Okay. I think I already know this one, but still. Villains, misunderstood or just evil?
I mean, they could be misunderstood and evil, but I think that I veer towards misunderstood.
I still would love to know why Jelly said is the way she is, and I love that family. I'm sorry. I have a thing with the Lapointe. I want more details. Okay. One thing you must have while writing.
Oh, headphones. It's really important to me. I'm almost always wearing headphones. If I'm not, then it's harder for me to concentrate on like the world in front of me.
All right. All right. Those were rapid fire, Betty. We didn't go
Yeah.
very crazy on these rapid fire, but they
Yeah.
had a lot here. There's a lot here. Hmm.
Yes. But we loved it. We loved it. Yes.
All right. Now I just have a couple of questions to
Mhm.
you, just to wrap it up a little bit. What advice would you give to an aspiring romantasy author?
Yeah, that's such a good question. I so whenever people ask me for advice for aspiring authors, I always say like the most important thing you can do is write. You can always edit something after it's written, but if it's not written, you can't do anything with it, right? My second piece of advice, and like specifically for romantasy, is to write something that brings you joy. Like a magic system only has to make sense as long as you can support it within your world. So if it is something that you want to do, then making it make sense in your world, it doesn't have to be something that you've read before, but it can be something that like you want to make work here. As long as you can back it up, then you can.
Okay. And how do you engage with your readers and fan community? Because yes, there are a couple of us out there.
Yeah, so I think I'm pretty active on socials. I'm on Instagram and TikTok mostly. I'm on Threads, but I am sort of like a sometimes threader. It depends on where I am in my drafting process. Like when I'm really deeply drafting, everything else sort of like falls to the wayside because I don't really have the mental capacity to keep it all up. When I'm editing, I have like a lot more mental space available to me.
We do see you on Insta, and we do kind of.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
there. Yeah, yeah,
hmm
yeah.
All
We
right,
are
Betty. Any
having
more
calls.
questions from your end? Because I know you've been dying
I have.
for
I
this one.
have. Yes, I do have a question for Elayna.
Is it when
Elayna,
she's back?
are you really coming back? Like, I don't know, like, before the next series or after the next. I would like before because that would mean that you'll still be here this year. But if we invite you again, are you saying yes?
That's such a nice question. Yeah, I'd love to come back.
That's
We will
recorded.
love to have you here again. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Elena. Well, it was a pleasure to finally meet you.
Yes,
Thank
We've
you.
been fans of yours for a while. I think you were part of the first posts we made on our Instagram when we were starting out in a while. So it was a pleasure to finally get to talk to you about all of these amazing books.
Thank
We will be, again, hounding you for arcs and for you to come back
you.
as soon as possible. And I will be really, really looking forward to book 5 and 6 and the post-apocalyptic world. I don't know why, but
Yeah,
it's calling to me.
definitely.
It's
Yeah.
going to be really fun. Thank you
Mm,
for
it
having me.
was a pleasure. All right. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, so I just realized that we have been talking about Elayna in almost all of our podcasts, and today was the day that she was on our podcast.
We
So
finally did.
yeah, so it was very good. It was amazing, and we got to know more about what's to come, and yeah, very excited.
Elayna was one of the first kind of indie authors that we started following,
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest. Um, I still remember when we started reading those books, right?
yeah,
And it
yeah.
was like, "Oh my god, did you order the first one? Did you order the
Yeah,
second one? Oh my god,
yeah,
it's
and
so."
we were reading at the same time,
Yeah.
right?
It was one of
Yeah,
the few that we actually read in tandem
yeah,
was Elayna's collections.
yeah. It was great. Like, and the characters they are so cute, and the way the crossover between
Yeah.
Chronicles, I love that. Yeah, the way that she plays with several characters from different books. So yeah, really enjoyed. So I was very happy to have her here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good to finally meet
Yes.
the lady
Yes.
responsible for so many of our discussions, rants, and books.
Exactly. Definitely. Yeah. And yeah, this this was the end of one more podcast, and on the next one,
Will someone take our challenge? We'll see.
hmm, we'll see. I really hope so. I really, really hope so.
Mhm.
In meantime, guys, you know the drill. So, as you know, we are here on YouTube where we really enjoy if you could like our video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we release a new video. We are also on Spotify, so there is no excuse not to hear us. So we are there. And not the video, but you can also find us now on TikTok. And on TikTok, you will have a laugh with us.
That's for sure.
You will. So go there, follow us, give us some love and likes, and on our Instagram page as well. Go there, follow us. We have like a post release every day, right, Kelly? The amazing
Yeah.
Kelly makes like a great page. Like we have the books that we are reading, the books that we are going to read,
Yeah.
and yeah, keep up with our madness. Go follow us, go show us some love, and that's it.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.